doing 1 million tiny lines of which consists of my big painting, Florence and the Cathedral of Santa Maria del Fiore. Drawing like this with a feather pen and trying to get rid of the drama of watercolor technique, which has been pissing me off lately. Unbelievable. Here's the Florentine Cathedral itself, because on top here are 1 million lines, which I gradually paint over various fragments of this big picture. And really getting better. The effect is right. Started working out the shadow from Jodo Tower. Here I gradually put a hatch on the text. Here began to close fragments of the square. It's certainly super time consuming from afar until the effect is felt, but nonsense. I will deal with it all. And this is how monotonous drawing is. It is straight relaxing. Well, the effect turns out interesting. Straight pretty. A gallery of my other huge paintings. See in the video description and in the profile post subscription. My name is Eduard Kichigin. A couple of my sketchbooks are lying around and decided to show. I have a huge amount of them. Here is one of them. He has seen views. He traveled so much. Spread. We will see. Okay. Did once the concept of a small pavilion, which is on a small island, which is on a small lake. This is the rotunda that was supposed to. Awesome look from home. Across the alley and across the lake. And at the end of this directorate, still across the bridge, which leads to her. The bridge was supposed to be wooden. You can see from the main alley, continuing the direction of the main alley. Rotunda is so small, pretty with such steps on which you can sit. And these are fragments of my landscape architectural concepts, which I designed first in sketchbook, and then happily transfer it all to 3D. You can see in detail in my portfolio, and there you can see lessons. According to my chart here, repost subscription. My name is Eduard Kichigin. Continuing the theme of manic hatching on a totally huge drawing, and still don't understand too my drawing or doing not. Weird erisu, drawing with liner, because there was no black ink at hand. And I, as always, need urgently and right thought now of where to start with the Colosseum or with the Duomo Milano. Decided with Duomo Milan, because he looks Pahadrutes, taking shorter liner. I come up here and start to fill this with a hatch. Places between houses. And here you see the area without hatching and the area with hatching. Overall, of course, it looks cool, but from a distance does not really change the situation. So I sit in thought, you can do differently. You can do not so thin lines, very fat, but then 100% I'll ditch that drawing fast. Here's me gradually starting to ditch Petropavlovka. The situation is hard. Don't understand. Will work overall or not. Then so and so. And so, and I, as always, do not fumble how it will all end. See the gallery of paintings in the description. Video and profile cap like my name is Eduard Kichigin. See micro sketchbooks from micro sketchbooks. This is the kind of baby I constantly carry with me on my pocket. In the back pocket of jeans, FLIs without problems everywhere. You can throw it on the table and spread it. Here is one of the concepts that I designed 2 years ago. Those concepts that we did together with Enya. Usually drawn with a feather pen. Of course, it's a lake shore. It's a top view. And here is a natural amphitheater. Here is the amphitheater in reverse. Direct logic and reverse logic like that. Various design. And here, if you look at the cut, here is the view from above. Here's the cut. That's the part which goes upstairs above the ground. That's the part which goes down under the water steps. Here you can sit on land. You can sit in the water here. And in the middle stands Stella. Here's this Stella side view. In my head constantly spinning some thoughts on different projects. And super convenient to sketch them into such a sketchbook. This is way more comfortable. How to use an iPad example. And the result here is both more practical and my aesthetic. Portfolio of landscape projects. See in the video description and in the profile. And there you see lessons on this schedule. Subscription. My name is Eduard Kichigin.